Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check that.
On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Switch.
Rock it.
Shoot. Watch out.
They'll try and pick it up with Tomlinson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. I couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, R7.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Fine.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Back to throw. Herbert looking middle, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line.
64. Hey, Haywood.
On first down, Herbert. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another first down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. Here's Tomlinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Well, let's try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Down. 10-2 stop.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go, team.
Now.
On third down, White. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a two-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the counter, it's Tomlinson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
59, 59. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Jump.
X3, 218, jump. Hey, Jet. Be driven.
On 1st and 10. Herbert, that's complete. It's Collins. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
General West.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates them because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On 1st and 10, White. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is taken at the 18.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, here we go.
6-6, pull it high.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Switch. Mike, check. 59. It's gonna be
2nd and 6. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Collins. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
You. Check 31.
22 jet bomber. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Collins. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Ready,
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Out, out. Shift.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Ready. 6 yards. And it's 3rd.
Switch.
Topper. Go. Snap.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Let's go.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Greystone travel. Hey, zoom. Shoot.
On first down, Herbert. 20. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Point after here coming up. And that will make this a 16-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's White. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set. 50, plant.
Number 53, Mike 53. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Hit it. Hit it.
They'll run here with McAllister. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run the counter. Tomlinson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Hey, Charlie!
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, that's good.
Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert throwing left side. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now.
To throw, White. Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
I go.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
This time they stay on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Vikings nothing.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Going for the deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's White. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now White. And the pressure gets to him again. Jalen Ferguson in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10.
Ready?
From the gun, Herbert. He's got the hook up to McLeod. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it, because you're running away from people on it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Pilot, 64, weak. Fair. Head out.
Back to throw. Herbert. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Check 50, check 50.
Look at me. Go. Now.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Mike is 59, Mike is 59. Watch the curl. Mike 5'9". Hey.
2nd and 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 19 yards away as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Get it.
Off play action, here's White. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now White. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and under pressure again, and down he goes again. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. White. And that is incomplete. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown's going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bucs on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Slam, slam, slam.
Get it ready.
They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Let's go now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
218, chopper.
Check, check. 25, check 25, check 25.
Hey, Sam on.
Kill.
They run the counter. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
General West.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check.
You're out.
Check 26, check 26. Back.
Snap.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. White looks to throw, and he's going to go down again. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, White nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Tomlinson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Again, it's Tomlinson. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Rock it.
Check 24. Check 24.
On 3rd down, Tomlinson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you will too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They're running. Tomlinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game, and privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching, and he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
70, Indy.
53, Mike, 53. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Big Rip.
White now, throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Collins. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
36.
On your team. Go. 10. Bang, 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 bang. Check. Hit it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Here we go. 8 read.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo.
80 weapon.
Ringo. We got 4.
Hey, orbit.
Tight dog. Check. Fresno.
Bam.
Kill. Check.
Watch the safety creep. Let go.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert over the middle. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Ready. And Lobo. Bravo.
59 Mike. Check. 59. No chance. Mike, check. 59. All day, just like that.
Hey, seam 6.
59. Danny. Check 59. Mike is good.
On first down, Herbert looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Blue draw Corkers. Smooth.
Deuce.
Look, squeeze.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Whip. Watch the whip.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.